Here's a guy that will do anything to deflect from the fact that he's bought massive amounts of views and disrespected every other person here with the channel. This is the guy that, in my opinion, destroyed Arrowhead Hunting on YouTube. About the same time he started buying views, Spike down at Heartbreaker Relics started buying views, which in turn got the ditch walker all juiced up, and he didn't know what was doing. Dude, I kind of feel sorry for you, in all honesty, ditch walker. I think you were forced into doing what you were doing. But as a direct result of this guy. Hey, Spike, remember when you were coming over to my account and logging into your Spike Benedictio, whatever your last name is, other account, and trying to harass me? Remember when you were doing posts on your arrowhead hunting videos about the time you was thick as thieves with Brandon? 44,000 views this week, folks. We got more for you next week. Remember, Spike? You made that post. That's when I stopped talking to you. Remember? I was friends with Spike at Heartbreaker Relics too. Like the guy. You know, he seems alright. I ain't gonna say nothing horrible about him. But Spike, he bought views because of this guy. And then the ditch walker got mad, didn't know what to do. No one knew what to do. And he went out and started buying views. Brandon, all of this is your fault. And where I list videos, what I love is arrowheads. I can care less about bottles. Straight up. I like marbles, no bottles for me. I ain't into it, really. I'd rather buy them in stores. They're nicer. But, dude, 250 RPM, 100 comments, and 100,000 views. Brandon, you used to come over to my page, want to be my buddy, and I would have been, man. But I do my work here, and I'm not buying views. I'm not inflating my channel up to where I have so many views. And, bro, I average 100 comments on like 2,000 or 3,000 views all the time, and usually don't even respond. If I responded to them, I'd have like 300. You're out of line, dude. You got to stop lying. Do your work. A 250, what are you just going to say you didn't show that? What's it going to be, like the post with my stalker? He bought a bunch of subscribers and views, and people watching. The only issue, really, is dishonesty. All of these people that I'm odds with here of inflated views, comments, and run their RPM down. They have horrible average view durations. And, you know, I feel bad for guys like Digger Dave Beeler. You know, I've watched bottle digging videos here. That guy's dug bottles all his life, and it's just a walking encyclopedia. And then you got generic Chuck Norris here buying views, wanting to try to be a big shot online. You know, Brandon, saying you're going to pray for me and all this stuff at this point with a $2.50 RPM after you tried to travel around, dude, based on fake numbers, mislead small YouTube channels for personal gain. That's how I see it. You ruined arrowhead hunting, and every word that comes out of your mouth is a lie. Here's what we do. How about you team up with my stalker, the Creeper Clegg, few other guys, the guys over selling metal detectors for 5 times what they should be priced, that have bought 1 million subscribers, and we'll get some attorneys and we'll all sort this out. Isn't it time, Brandon, to just get this out of this community? If you think you have an honest channel and it will stand up to legal scrutiny, let's just handle this quietly and alleviate all the issues with viewers. The problems between me and you is between channel honesty. You tried to push yourself on me too, but I was smart enough to figure out your BS and your lies. So let's just settle it in court, Brandon Glass. You know, about every guy that got involved with this guy with the channel ruined his and made it so I can't even look with him. One guy I would have loved to look with is Wild Kyle. I love fossils. He travels all around. But, dude, Kyle, with what you're doing with your channel, the increase in views, I ain't doing that, dude. You can't be around my channel. And we could have been friends. And Brandon, we could have been friends. All you had to do is be awesome or honest. And you just couldn't be. Spike, I didn't do anything to you at Heartbreaker Relics. Not a thing. You know what you did. If any of you guys want to talk about this, I'd be willing to on the phone. I'd like to just talk to you face to face about it so I can record it, because I didn't do anything, you know? This is about the same thing that's happening in the presidential election, isn't it, Brandon? People lie, keep people trying to cause the other side issues. I don't have a 250 RPM, Brandon. I'd be embarrassed if I did. I don't get 100 comments on 100,000 views. I'd be embarrassed if I did. And I'd be kind of ashamed, personally, knowing that I did something like this when there's all these hard-working people around, like Digger Dave Beeler, his son Paul. You know, I could just rattle off bottle diggers, dude, you've crushed. And you didn't even not only crush that category, you had to brag that you were a YouTube algorithm expert, dude, and you had a $2.50 RPM. I don't know, Spike, I kind of feel sorry for you, dude, honestly. You don't seem like that bad of a guy. But what went on with you in the comments, I understand what you're trying to do. Maybe you thought the promotion was real, but it wasn't, and you know it's not. So, you still going to stick up for this guy? You going to still say you didn't buy views and inflate views artificially? What about you, Ditchwalker? What prompted you to do that? I can't even have you commenting on my page, dude, and I watched your videos years before I got on YouTube. You know how heartbreaking that is? And then, you know, we got Commissioner Tom up sitting in a light at the end of the tunnel of this dark place. Probably one of the most honest men here. Has never inflated views. Has put on videos for 15 years. Think that was nice what you did to him, Spike?